You're watching a segment of The Splash, Greater West Bloomfield's news magazine show.
Welcome back to The Splash. I'm Sheena Monnin, and my guest on the show this week is Nimrod Shapira, a former Olympic swimmer for Israel and the owner of Aqua Club. Thank you so much for being with us here today. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Now, you've had an amazing and exciting career so far, and I'm sure there's lots of great things to come. But you are a two-time Olympic swimmer, and you founded the fast-growing Aqua Swim Club. But from what I understand, there was a life-changing experience that sort of set you on this journey a little bit by accident. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, when I was young, I drowned. I fell into a pool during a birthday party, and one of my family members jumped to save me. And that's pretty much the trauma that I had as a kid, and later on I found it to be my passion.
Yes, absolutely. And then while you were playing a totally unrelated sport, you had an injury.
Basketball.
Yes, tell us about that.
So I was a basketball player later on in life, and at 11 years of age I injured my knee, and I couldn't play for a while, and my coach advised me to go to swimming. And I went to swimming and I never came back.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. And so from that experience, what, did you fall in love with swimming? Were you a natural at it?
Swimming was the quiet place for me. It was a place for me to put my head in the water and swim, have a 2-hour practice, and just forget about everything. It was something that I didn't experience before, because basketball was a team sport. Swimming was about caring for my own body and really having a quiet place.
That makes a lot of sense to me, absolutely. Yeah. Now, you went from there and became an Olympic swimmer. That must have been quite a feat. Tell us about that.
It was a few years later. It wasn't from 11 years old right into the Olympics. The process was very long. I went from Israel to England, and from England to Florida, always chasing and looking for the best programs for swimming. I later on went to college in University of Arizona. And I swam there NCAAs and won NCAAs. Swimming was really a place for me to always look how to get the best out of my body. It was my passion, it's my sport, it's something that I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
That's wonderful. Yeah. I love it.
And that led to the Olympics. So there were many, many years leading into it.
Now, that's sort of what you're trying to accomplish with the Aqua Swim Club, is to give young adults the opportunity to pursue competitive swimming if they want to, or just learn some of the swimming basics so they can not drown, as you almost did. Tell me a little bit about the competitive aspect of the Aqua Swim Club, especially those here in West Bloomfield.
So the competitive aspect of it is ranging. We have 3 different levels, depending if you want to be 2 times a week or every day of the week swimmer. We have different levels. We had a national championship kid that swam with the program, and we also have kids that just compete during the summer. So it really depends to what you want out of the sport. I believe that swimming is a sport of a community. It's connecting people. So if you're looking just to come and swim and be in shape and race with your friends during the summer, we have that. If you're looking to race nationally and in the future internationally, we have that as well.
That's wonderful. It's all-encompassing, which is really important.
Yeah, we give solution to everyone.
Good. Now, what age would you recommend people start on this journey if they're interested?
We're starting as 2 months old. So the sooner you start in swimming, the better. I didn't know this until I was actually a senior in college, but the biggest cause of death for kids 5 and under is drowning.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I drowned much later in life, but here in Michigan, we have lakes everywhere. We have water all around us. And so for that purpose, we start as young as babies. We have probably about 100 families of babies and parents in the water every week.
That's amazing.
So the sooner you start, the better.
So tell us a little bit about some of the goals that you have for the Aqua Swim Club moving into the future.
The biggest goal is to get more people in the pool. And the second goal is to actually perfect the service that we give our members. We have 500 families about in our program all around our facilities. We want to make sure all of them get the same style of swimming. We don't want one facility or one kid to get a different service than the other. We want to make it a community. We want to make it a fun place for everyone. And at the end of the day, it's all about culture. You can see I'm all orange. That's the culture of our program. We're always representing what Aqua Club stands for.
Wonderful. Well, we're really glad to have your presence here in West Bloomfield, and we appreciate having you on our show here today. And once again, everyone, Nim Shapira from Aqua Club. For more information, visit www.aquaswimclub.com.
Thanks for watching a segment of The Splash. To catch the entire show or other segments, watch us on Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T Channel 99, or look us up online at thesplash.tv and listen to us on WBLD 89.3, the all-new Lakes FM.